Welcome to the channel again, everyone. We got another CandyLab car. These are wooden toys, beechwood toys, designed in New York and made in China. Handmade from solid beech. Awesome wood toys. It's called Seagull 5. And here you have safety certifications, so you can feel confident. You can give this to a small kid and they're not going to die or break it too easily. But they should be over 3 years old. And then what's over here? So taking inspiration from the huge superchargers, 70s racing, yeah, looks like 70s NASCAR. Okay, and then a bunch of text for the I guess safety certifications. So it's a shoebox design, so it's nice that this is all cardboard. It's good for the better for everyone. It's got a sticker pack, interesting. Okay. Yeah, literally stickers. You might put some of these on later. We'll see, we'll see. Oh wait, there's more. There's some on the back side. Whoa, there's like a whole lot more. So it's just some stripes. Are these metallic? No, like an off-white and orange. I don't know what the deal is with that. Maybe that goes over at the top rear and then down the side. Yeah, probably. I fear though with this is you're gonna get, it's gonna want to peel off in the future going around a corner, so I would hesitate to use those unless you cut them or something. But the little ones, right, as long as you put them on a flat, completely flat surface or something without too drastic of a bend, should be okay. Well, who knows, only time will tell. Alright, so now this is the standard short box, and this thing has a rubber band. It's stuck to a cardboard thing. So you can see this arrow down there. You got to kind of grab that and then make the tab clear the cardboard. There's also kind of one in the back, but I think you're supposed to pull it from the front. Alright, so the side was also getting stuck in there. Yeah, alright, so there's actually 4 tabs. So doing this and that should help you out. And then you got this nice elastic here, and we just get wow, that one's on tight over up front, but here we go. Seems a really nice elastic band. Alright, so pretty good packaging, nice and easy to use, and better for the planet. Sound like such a hippie. Okay, CandyLab branding there, Brooklyn, USA, and some sort of lot code. I wish they did date these things, like this code like had a year next to it. Kind of helps set the value of things. They also had a bunch of Kickstarters, right? So a lot of Kickstarters became regular production ones, and so I don't know if you can tell the difference between that or not. Alright, so starting here on the wheel, we have a plastic wheel and some sort of chromed hubcap, which is the axle for this thing. And the tires, they're candy grip tires, and nicely rounded, and it says 1145-911 9R2 or something. I don't know what the significance of that code is. It's a slick, but there's a little bit of extra rubber flash from the molding process, and as you can see, the car is canted. The body goes under, so hence the axle is not horizontal, and that seems to be the case with all the CandyLab cars. You can also see the wheel moves in and out a lot, and I think that's to help it roll better. Like if there's any aberration in the road, it'll just slide instead of try to go over something, which is more difficult. Then we have a nicely finished black front end. I would call that like a matte color. Same with the blower, it's all black there. And then, oh yeah, I forgot to mention this thing here is, I think, for the tow truck. The tow truck has a rubber band, and so you could tow this. Okay, so it says SPF 120. I'm not sure. It's kind of weird. I think about suntan lotion, right? The side here, this nicely done. You really can't even tell it's made of wood, unless like beech wood. But yeah, it looks more like MDF wood. Here you can now see the wood grain on the blower here. Yeah, and so the white cabin. Yeah, I can see a little more of the wood grain through that paint. And we have like a seagull, a nice stylized seagull, I suppose. And this is cool. Nice matte red taillight with CandyLab in there. So very neat. A little bit of, I don't know, some sort of scratching occurred there. So, yeah, so we got 3 chamfers. Maybe that's vertical, 1 chamfer, 2 chamfers there. the front actually is like filleted, radiused here, and then just a straight cutoff. And the side of the body, yeah, you got this nice radius. And I like this one because the cabin is significantly more narrow than the body, and that's the way cars are. And some issues I've had with some other ones is they have the cabin the same width as the body, but it's not centered. So like one side will be hanging off and the other side will not. But here, it's pretty hard to not have the whole cabin on the body. So I like that. Now, being handmade of wood, you're going to have some, quality issues. Here, the saw took a little too much wood with it. So that's just something you got to accept with a wooden toy, I think. It's funny, the two stacked things to become the blower. And these are glued in place, so you don't want to, they must be using some really strong glue if it's child safety approved. SPF 120. So it's actually kind of plain looking as it is, but it's going to take me a while to figure out what kind of stickers I want to put on it, so it's not going to happen today. I think I might even try experimenting and putting a ceramic coat on this thing, because if I ceramic coat it and I don't like the stickers, I could peel them off and hopefully the blue won't come off because it's coated in ceramic. That's my theory at least, but I'm gonna have to get some ceramic coat. Yeah, some more paint chipping there, so yeah, it just seems to be the thing with this brand. You just can't make wooden toys perfect, I guess. Oh, duh. It's a rolling toy, so I guess I gotta do this, right? It rolls well. If you want to have a funky retro toy to just, roll around your desk, it'll do it. It'll do its job great. Or if you want to give it to your kid. I almost feel like it's too nice to give to children. It's, I don't know, to me it looks like modern art instead of a kid's toy, but yeah, everyone has their own opinions. Let's see, I do have this one here. This is my first one, called the Blue 74, and I think this was an original Kickstarter one as well, but I can't make any sense of the lot thing, so. And definitely looks like a 70s muscle car. It does have the same type of wheels. And then I think my favorite car right now is called the Legend. It's because it's got this cool Firebird on it, and it's got really smooth greenhouse. Reminds me of Mad Max for some reason, but I don't know what really any of these cars are supposed to be. They're just inspired by cars in the real world, I think. So this one actually has treads, little grooves for the tires. The others are running slicks. They're all around the same, general size. The Seagull is actually, it's longer than the Legend, that's for sure. And it's questionable. These might be the same length, this Blue 74 and the Seagull. Not that that's so important. So I'm pretty sure this stuff isn't everyone's cup of tea, because they're just so plain looking. And it's really weird to have the tire completely sticking outside the body of a car. But for me, I've grown to like it because it is so odd. It's just so odd to see, anything that's not like a 1930s hot rod to have exposed tires like that, right? A unibody with a completely external tires. It's weird, but I like it. I like it. So if you like this sort of stuff, I am gonna get some more. These things are big to collect, but I like them enough that I'd like to maybe get one of each of their cuttings. Not castings, cuttings. And they have a smaller line called Candy Cars, and I'll probably pick up a few more of those things too, because you can collect 4 of those in the space of one of these. Thank you for watching. We'll see you the next time. I guess make like a tree and get out of here. That's from Back to the Future.